what do you look for when you're researching a college?
I look to see like the environment, I guess, or in other words, like how the campus looks, because I think that's like a big factor. You want to be happy at the place where you're going to be spending your next 4 to 6 or maybe even more years. I look at pictures and stuff like that and like social events that they host. And I ask myself, like, is this where I want to spend my next 4 years? Is this going to be my home for the next 4 years?
So when I'm researching a college, I mainly look for situations like, of course, if they have my intended major, the cost of the college in terms of like student body. So like, are they all inclusive for all like ethnicities, genders, sexualities, how the school spirit is, the football teams, the sports, because of course you want to have some fun. I also look for the weather and location because, of course, I'm going to be staying here for a long time or a prolonged period of time of my life, and I would like to enjoy where I live.
Personally, I think about the overall review. So I read the reviews on the college, like from students and what experiences that they've had. And I also take in like the area where the campus is.
I look for cultural diversity, acceptance, and just an environment that I feel like I can be myself and not be judged for.
I know usually people are like, oh, you should see what majors they have, what extracurriculums they have. But for me, I also look for is the location where it is and how the environment is. After I see if it actually fit that specific criteria, I begin to see what majors that they have available and what special programs they have there.
What I wanted as a student is I wanted a research university, right? Because I want to go into the medical field, and research is definitely what I want to expand to. And just having that good networking system of a college that is very, very built into research and that grows out is what I base my decision.
Do you have a major decided to apply for college and accepted?
College, your life in college, like your time at college is going to be like where you find your passion, where you like discover what you want to do, where you find yourself. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I had like a clear idea. And so far that's like social sciences or humanities. I've mainly focused what I want to do on how to help people. And I think nursing or being a psychologist or like majoring in sociology will help me to help people and like better my community.
So my intended major would be microbiology. Now I know not a lot of schools offer that. So if they don't, I usually just go down for just straight biology.
I want to major in criminal justice to hopefully become a correctional officer or a parole officer or something like that, but now I want to major in criminal justice.
What major do you plan on applying for?
Human biology. I'm actually pretty excited for that because, studying the human body is really interesting in how we function, so I'm pretty excited about that.
What I want to major in is biology or psychology. Another third major, even though I know that they don't ask you for another one, is a business major, even though I'm not completely sure because I really want to enter like the medical field and stuff like that. So hopefully biology or psychology will be one of my go-tos.
So when it comes down to colleges, most of the time they do have an undeclared option, meaning like when you go in, you're pretty much doing your GEDs. Some colleges actually do have like a support system through which they will help you like choose like classes, but you can go in undeclared. There's no necessarily like, they're not going to reject you if you are. And if you do, eventually they hope by the time it's like your second and third year, you sort of have some form of direction.
How important are extracurricular activities on your resume when applying to college?
I think that extracurriculars are like super important because if you think about how many people are applying to college at the same time that you are, that's like a really big applicant pool and you want to stand out. Yeah, you could get good grades, you could get like the honor roll and all of that. But it's super important that you do become involved because it shows them that you not only got the grades, but you did other things, that you were well-rounded.
For me, extracurricular activities are almost essential because it's the only thing that kind of shapes you outside of the normal student. Of course, your personal insight questions will cover a lot of like who you are as a person, but your extracurriculars show your true passions and hobbies. And I think that's important for colleges to kind of get a gist of who you are yourself and just get away from the textbooks.
I don't want students to be like, oh my God, I don't have enough of this. As long as you're in a few clubs and a few sports, I think you'll be fine, but you shouldn't stress if you don't have like enough, you know?
I feel like colleges, they look for, it's not like, are you in a law? It's, are you dedicated to them?
For me personally, I wasn't really involved in a lot of things that I know other people are. But for me personally, I wasn't really involved in anything except for about 2 or maybe 3 clubs towards my junior and senior year. But I feel like extracurricular activities really help structure yourself and give yourself character when you're trying to apply to a college, because it shows how flexible you are with your schedule, how good you're able to time manage, and also good people skills and social skills that you're going to have for the future.
So usually when you're looking for extracurriculars, don't join things just to join things. You should join things that will have an impact, right? And and that you enjoy, right?
How do you plan on paying for college?
A lot of the things that I've been doing right now is looking for scholarships, and I found that there's a lot of scholarships based on like anything. For me, I found like Hispanic scholarship, being female, just like a whole bunch of like literally anything. And there's also a lot of companies and like big businesses that give out scholarships.
If you're looking for some extra funds to help pay for college, FAFSA is always your number one. Always, always, always fill out FAFSA. It is so important. It's a great way to get easy money. It bases off of your parents' income, your household, how many people you're supporting, all that kind of stuff.
How do you plan on paying for college, and what if your family can't afford it?
Definitely, I hope that I can get money from FAFSA. But I've also recently been looking at some scholarships, and if I can't get a scholarship or anything like that, then student loans.
Because I know there are many other ways to get financial aid, like from FAFSA, from there are federal grants. There are also different scholarships that people can apply to. So hopefully when I get accepted, I'll also get offered money that the university or the college they're gonna give to me as well.
When you first want to apply to college, you don't necessarily want to look at the price tag right away, because financial aid differs from person to person. They could say like online, because let's say Princeton, right? Their tuition before financial aid is about $54,000. Just $54,000, right? But then they say after aid it's like $9,000, right? But not every student is gonna get $9,000 as a thing. One student can get 27, one student can get 13, one student can get 33. You know, It all depends, right?
How do you know which schools and what options are out there?
Well, the College and Career Center does have a lot of like resources and like information about different colleges, and I know that a lot of schools do come to our school to give presentations and stuff like that, and like that's a really easy and local way of like finding out what schools are out there and like the options there are, you know. And then another thing that I think is really important is to do research on your own, because most of the things that I've done, I've researched like the schools that I know of, and then through there I also see like other schools that may have like the same like major or the same like interest that I have.
I used online a lot to determine what colleges I wanted to look into. I used a website specifically called niche.com. It's niche.com. And that website kind of takes all of the colleges within the United States as well as some international colleges, and it kind of just compiles them, rates them as in like food, student body, dorms, education, lists of all of their majors, the costs, the acceptance rates, and all that stuff. It lays it out just for you right there. It's an excellent way to figure out what colleges you're looking into.
Field trips for me were the most important thing, besides the college fairs where they have their own presentations and they give information about their colleges. That also was really beneficial for me.